Right, so let me show you something. This is just my dirty notepad where I dump all my thoughts about my current projects and anything that's on my mind, which then I need to translate into some sort of valuable content or information that could be used not just by me but other people too. This is something I shared on the community tab, which is a project book for Befriending Water as a whole. It's got dividers because there are different topics that I want to cover under this umbrella. I'm going to quickly run them through just so you know what to expect. The first one would be questions. So there are a lot of questions that I have and I had when I was learning to swim. There are some that still haven't been answered to this day, despite the fact that I've been looking to different sources. So I'm putting together this, call it a list, call it a database of questions that either need to be answered or will be answered on my channel. For example, what is a negative buoyancy? Is it possible to learn to swim without access to the swimming pool? And so on. I'll be answering these in separate videos. I'll be answering these in my live streams. Anything to do with questions that come to my mind, or even questions that people submit in the comments, I'll be trying to put in one place as a list and then answer them all to basically educate myself, but also yourself and others about water safety, or how to basically spend good time in the water without getting hurt, or enjoy time on a boat or in a water park. All kinds of scenarios I want to be able to help in that sense. I'll be asking questions to swimming instructors, lifeguards, sailors, rescue professionals, divers, probably other professions that don't come to my mind right now, but that's the plan for this particular section. The next one is about the different types of water, because I've learned that swimming techniques and the advice towards safety changes depending on what type of water you're in, whether you are in a river or whether you are in a lake, the sea, or if you are in a swimming pool, or if you are in a reservoir. There are types of water that you should not be in. And also I want to talk about different dangers that involves, what to expect inside the water, and how to get yourself out of trouble, I guess. The next one will be about general dangers in waters. So anything to do with different animals living around the world, in waters around the world. For example, sharks and jellyfish, maybe some other predators. Thinking about crocodiles and alligators and snakes. Basically anything a person should know in order to not get eaten or bitten by those when they go into the water. And basically we'll be learning about which waters are safe and which waters are not safe. Probably also talking about currents and things that are unexpected underwater things that can suck you in and cause drowning. Yeah. There's a section that I'm going to devote to statistics. Statistics about drowning, swimming, and also any other types of statistic that will help educate others, swimming instructors, lifeguards, or just regular public about the world of swimming, water safety, water sports, and anything around it around the world. There's one about swimming pool locations and how to find a place to swim, how to find a place to learn to swim, and any other resources. So I'll be just putting all those in one place. There's going to be a database of resources that you will be able to access. I will probably put that on a website that is not really finalized yet, but it will definitely be a place to go once it's ready. There's one that I'm going to explore a little bit later when I get the funds to go around the world and use different swimming pools and swimming venues, and I will be listing the differences in etiquette around the world, because I can imagine that in various countries there will be different cultural differences and there will be etiquette that varies depending where you go, so you don't get surprised, or maybe you and me will able to learn something from other cultures that we could use in our own. There's one about swimming styles and strokes, which will be very much technical advice. We'll be learning about what is the right way to do things when you're learning to swim, but I'll also explore some unusual, innovative things that people are trying to see if there is something that we could utilize there. And another resource that I will be looking into is creating swimming teachers' prices and differences around the world. So basically, I want to look into what is the situation right now around the world in terms of swimming teaching. I want to know how much people are paying around the world, what swimming teachers are charging around the world, how they structure their pricing, how they structure their business models, and see whether it is working or if it could be changed and improved to allow more people to access swimming education and give them the ability to learn even if they don't have too much money. And the last one, actually there's two more here. There is one that's about lifeguarding around the world, where I just simply will be learning everything there is about lifeguarding, because my ultimate goal is to become an ocean lifeguard, and I will need a lot of information about the life of a lifeguard, the lifeguard reality, the pay, how the day of a lifeguard goes. I will be interviewing them, I will be learning from them and putting all that information here. And there's one section that I left empty for something that I'm not sure about yet, but basically this whole book should be filled with information about swimming and water safety in order to help myself to stay educated and become a good source of information for people to learn, and at the same time hopefully that will make for a great content online, and I'll be able to provide interesting and insightful information using this book, maybe even turn it into something bigger, like a printed version at some point. Anyway, all that still to come. I hope the wind doesn't mess up the audio on this video too much, because I use my collar as a shield for this microphone so you can hear me well. The sun is coming out. Strangely, it's the exact opposite what I was expecting, because I was expecting it to be raining today. But it's good to be wrong. It's good to be wrong sometimes. In that case, I'll be jumping on my bike, going towards Portobello again, and spend a little bit more time on the beach, enjoy the sound of the waves, do some more research and some work, and I'll see you in another video.